Yeah, I think this is well rounded out by FPX. I agree, you can't really go Braum in this situation. It's completely taken off the board, and IG definitely kind of spotted that. But, you know, there are definitely
down towards that side. And Grubs are 2 minutes away from hitting the Rift as well. Descent's going to land through the Arcane Shift. Great pick from Jouet again. Gala has to burn the heal. The Lantern to get Jauchi closer. The PTA, it's again the Jouet Masterclass. No matter what the champion, this guy sets up his team for kills.
Oh, it's huge for the side of FPX, but the fight's not over.
Care.
IG's making a play mid.
Arcane Storm, hijacked Arcane Storm. Kara's going to try to heal off Way and then flash over him. That's good, but now we're just fighting in every single lane. Again, all these ultimates coming off the board. Ornhorn from the Shy forces out the Equalizer. Sheer using that defensively just to keep himself safe, but Rookie has accrued about 500 gold, means that he's constantly having lane prio, and Way going to capitalize on it in this aspect to get the first neutral off the board.
Pretty difficult to ever contest this if you're FPX. Just in any situation, if you want to set up for Grubs, you kind of have to be here now. And so IYY definitely making the call to just be on the top side to try and stay. Like FPX want a full commit.
Yeah, they have no idea where Way is. So they don't want to overcommit and get booted out of the pit or force a bad engage with Care not being able to come off this mid-wave really to try. He needs to constantly try and answer this CS. Good on FPX to at least get one, but the pressure Rookie is generating in this mid lane is really starting to slow them down and hamper them. Even though Care does get a full combo into Rookie, the River's the main attention. Way's going for a flash hook play, and Mako has to immediately answer it. Way gets away with one grub, but the flash forward comes across from IYY. They want Mako. Keeper's Verdict does boot out IYY with a culling from Way with enough of the piercing light, going to get the kill. Hijack Keeper's Verdict, doesn't hit anybody out. Way flashes in, gets the crash of the wall. Way is down. Jauchi's out of mana. IYY's trying to rejoin the fight. Golic hiding back, but Care's far too low to look for the re-engage. It's going to duck forward, does get the amount of damage down. Jauchi flashes after, dashes, and knocks down Gala. And now, once again, we're in an awkward 2v2 with IYY desperately looking for a knockup, gets it onto Rookie. The barrier from Jauchi is clutch. Jauchi popping off for FunPlus Phoenix.
Slayer out. So it's certainly not over yet. This game can definitely still be played for IG, but Dragon has started here for FPX.
IG working their way forward. They're going to spot the Drake take with that scrying plant. The Shy over into the pit.
Oh, another
Way needs to get revenge for all the steals from last game, but he won't this time. IYY secures another. The Crescent Guard making sure no damage comes through for the Ezreal, and a great Lantern out. IYY is safe, but Care, the same can't be said for him. Trapped in the pit with a 1v2, but they re-engage on the way on the backside. FPX picks up the first kill. Care lives for a very long time, forces Rookie to step up and get that first kill, but now Gala's trapped in the pit with no arcade shift out, and Jouet will send him there with a gray screen. 2-for-1 kills here for FPX. Another scrappy fight.
He sure does live a really long time in these fights and take a lot of resources to break down, but Sheer is in danger here. IYY potentially to protect him.
He's got another read to shut down IG. There's no Graviton well. Rookie just gonna have to sacrifice Mako, but Care has the double flank. It's a double wrap. Supreme coming out from FPX, but the Graviton well keeps Rookie alive once more. To fix these mistakes, it's FPX that need to keep their foot on the gas, pedal to the metal, and they feel big enough to go after the big bad tank. Jouet, you will not be sidestepping any death sentences from him, but the Keeper's Verdict does knock out the main damage dealer. Sheer doesn't have the sauce that the 6-0 Lucian does. So immediately you're seeing the value of this Poppy rear its ugly head once more, but FPX will turn their...
Obviously, it's well played by Way at that point, but still not a particularly positive play. Care once again going to be the target here, but it's just Mako and Rookie chasing him down. He should be able to get out of this.
Does get rooted, doesn't have flash. The Graviton well is going to stun. But Rookie with this Blackfire towards first build doesn't have enough juice to kill off Care.
Yeah, and if that's going to be
like
your
after the round 1 bell rings, IG feel a little like they're a little dizzy on the map. They are slower. They are being read perfectly by FPX at every turn, and now that gold lead, even being only a couple hundred, despite the big lead for Jauchi, is now okay.
Oh.
All right, IYY. All right, man. Holy, we are way too deep. Come on, man.
Oh boy. Yeah, you know what? We can scrub that one.
Jauchi's taking a decent amount of poke in the mid lane as well, just trying to get the wave in order.
Care is on the flank.
Yep, Care's on the flank. He has a hijacked Ornhorn that he can sing his own song with, and there he goes. He's going to actually cancel the Keeper's Verdict out of Way, but he can still rechannel it as Way is very low health. The poke from Gala is starting to hurt. The Graviton Well's going to separate Sheer away from his own jungler. He has to flash himself over the big blue wall. So it definitely costed a bit more, and FPX do end up succeeding that Mountain Drake.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a greedy play from FPX. No real reason to contest that. They really are behind in terms of tempo to be able to set up for that play. Now Care could be caught way too far forward.
Okay, he's going to have to avoid the steadfast presence slam into the wall. He's going to flash again with the heal. The slows from Mako. That turret's very low. The Oranhorn after this is not needed. Rookie picks up his first kill of the game. And IYY, he's desperately hoping this turret stays up, but it doesn't matter. Mako slams him back down. IG playing through their superstar mid laner have got him in position for them to go for a win, and they might go for more here with Jungler down. Otacon swing, and just like that, we're back even, maybe with IG looking to push themselves ahead.
That's the entire lead for FPX, completely thrown. Jway and Jiachi are going to try to make a play happen. A teleport coming in from Sheer.
All right, Jiachi's got a ton of damage. That Coling burning through the main tank here. The equalizer down over top. All of IG are burning alive, and it's going to be the Otacon stolen back under the nose of IG. They teleport back in Rookie, who needs to be the superstar again, but the slows are stacking for Sheeran. It's just a heist, a jewelry heist.
Now, Jiachi's still ginormous for FPX. So is Jway. Both of them are playing great. Jway has had a phenomenal series so far, but we'll see if they're the targets here.
Okay, man, what have you done? Your caster curse into Jays. Yep, Jway's down first. Coling comes across. Way gonna knock out a Crescent Guard-led IYY. And the pick on Jway does not cost anybody their lives.
Absolutely ginormous there again from IG. I caster cursed Jway into oblivion. I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to cause this gigantic effect. I didn't mean to slayer it up in this cast here with another curse coming in. But I just had to get a part of the party, I guess. For now,
but it's still just so much on Jiachi, and you just saw the one maybe pitfall is he doesn't have the best range, but it's actually IYY that's looking for Mako. Has to flash out. Rookie also flashing on Jway's over the wall with the death sentence. Here comes the play on the other side though for IG. It's back to the same well called Punishing Care, who is out of steam. No matter how many photos are taken of him, nothing left for him in this top side as he falls for a fourth time.
Really nice pickup again for Invictus Gaming. They're just winning across the map right now for Invictus to be able to win this game, and they should be able to set up here relatively easily. Teleport coming in from the Shy.
Jiachi just has to be so careful about every step he makes as the hook does land onto Rookie, who doesn't have a flash and eats the whole Coling for breakfast, but it bites down back onto him. Knockups come onto Jiachi, but he flashes away for Way before the side of stuff can come across. Hook onto the Shy, mid-flash forward. The turret will take him down as Jiachi makes his grand escape. But FPX are still way more hurt, way more bruised from that fight with so many members low on health bars. Gala, arcade shifting forward.
Can't get into the pit. Care at full health is going to be zoning them. And at the end of the day, is still a win for FPX. Beautifully played to keep Jiachi alive in that fight.
Just 4 series in for both of our two teams. Where do we go next? Table. IYY is going for a wrap here, but you don't have either of your solo lanes that close by, so it's a bit of a fake.
To see how this ends up playing out no matter what. It is a good story, but you can't afford to get caught now. Gala stepping up.
Oh, he gets knocked out of his arcane shift again. Crescent Guard goes down, but Gala flashes right into Care. He hijacks a true shot barrage. He sends it the other way. Gala's knocked out of this fight, but Rookie's still safe. And look how much damage the arcane storm swing with the true shot barrage, ringing across the whole fight. Call the Forge God does land its mark, and Jway takes the hook back in. The Rookie goes into the stasis for it. Jiachi goes down to the Shy. Call the Shy to rescue IG, and boy has he done that and more. 3 kills picked up. IG back in the driver's seat.
Oh, and that could be Gala. It's IYY, the player who stepped up in game 1, who makes the critical mistake.
Has gotten them back into this series, and now they're looking for the killing blow in game 2. Starting up this Baron. The wrap coming out from FPX. TP's coming across. They're going to get here before the Baron can really be finished off. But Gala is still slamming home. Way going to channel the Keeper's Verdict here. Who can he knock out? Keeper's Verdict is going to land, but he only knocks out Jway, and they knock down Way. The jungler gone for IG before the Baron can even be taken. 5v4 on the table. Jway going to rejoin the team as well. They need to capitalize on this window, find themselves a punch back after they've been knocked down, and boy, do they knock down Baron with ease. It's going to have to be an interrupt on IYY Smite because Baron is going FPX's way, and there's nothing Invictus Gaming can do about it. Are they going to try and fight their way back out? IYY certainly wants to scrap as the hook flash comes across onto the Shy. Jiachi can push out all the damage to just nuke the Shy. The Shy falls, the Oran's down, and Kare's running up muck onto Rookie. Abscond Duck is going to go wide, forces the flash on Rookie. Kare goes after him, but maybe a bit too far forward. IYY going to protect him with the burn. Burns down Kare, and now the arc true shot barrage hits its mark. Gala has to be really careful how far he pushes forward, trying to dance around the Ezreal's rage, carefully pushing in Mystic Shot after Mystic Shot. Heal comes across. Jiachi has to burn the barrier and dash back. Now it's FPX on the back foot. They have the Baron. There's no reason to overstay, but in goes IYY after Gala. Gala goes down. Now it's Way's turn to shine, but it's Jiachi that gets the double kill. Another IG FPX banger.
It's as cold as ice for Jauchi. The smoking FPX team ends up coming out on top in a huge exchange. They pick up the kill on Wei's overextension. They pick up the Baron by rushing it down. They pick up the fight with a beautiful engage by IYY. And as the pendulum swings, it swings back in the favor of the Phoenix.
Whew. I'm gonna need a replay on that entire sequence. LPL, and IYY has no fear in his heart. He's got steals, he's got clutch engages, he finds angles when there's nothing, but still, he needs to bring more. He needs to find one more fight behind his squad to get this game done and dusted. And the first step, deny the Mountain Soul, but Wei is gonna knock out Jue once more. IYY gonna re-engage with the Crescent Guard, Care off to the side. The Equalizer doing a good job to create spaces. The Shy goes below about half HP. IG, they're kind of scrambling. They don't know if they want to chase Jue or go back towards the Dragon, but the Dragon's already gone. Picked up by FPX, and now there's no reason for them to overstay and fight. The hook can be canceled by the Shy. He goes unstoppable, but he's going to lantern in Jauchi, and now the Shy's got a flashback out. Rookie's going after Sheer, goes into the stasis, but Jauchi gets onto the back line. Shy goes down first. It's a trade of two front lines. As the domestic shots are starting to land, another Dark Passage comes out, but Wei, can he find the angle onto Jauchi? No, he doesn't get stunned, and now Jauchi's trying to fight his way back out, but he won't find squat. 4 kills to IG, punishing FPX. This Lucian is ever going to bring without Elder, and it still has to be such a big impact. It's only 3 items on Care, but will it matter as IYY is getting poked down by Gala, whose damage is starting to get disgusting. Keeper's Verdict is going to get canceled because IYY is low enough to just go after him. The redemption heal is big, though. Care on the back line is going to force Rookie back. Hook onto the Shy. He's trying to hold the front line with his big, bad health bar. IYY flashing back over towards enemy territories. Jue's Death Sentence goes wide. IYY desperate to get health anywhere he can find it as the calling finally comes down from Jauchi, forces Mako to heal, but look at this call from Care. He's going after the base. No way. It's going to be a base race.
No way.
FPX won it all. They're going after the Nexus turrets. This is the way that they can upset IG. It's Wei first back with the Keeper's Verdict. It's going to miss. Sheer gets out, and look at Jauchi. He's stalling all the backs. FPX, they're going to do it. They're going to knock down IG 2-0.